EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Ravens has it. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out, and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with two hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
Play action now. Jackson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Yo. Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Already. Sit hot.
And the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Uh-oh. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now it's Hurts. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. 73. Hey, easy, 63. To the air again. Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes, and once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick six.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. He keeps it himself. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
We'll try to run here with Barkley.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this.
And he's in! Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Eagles 14, Ravens 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Galore goes off in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Middle. Tag. Let go.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It is 3rd and 10.
no gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Nice shot.
Here's Jackson. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 45.
Barkley on the handoff.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Philadelphia.
To throw, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the fourth down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Galore goes off in motion. Now, faking the give. That's caught. Derrick Henry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Jackson up top again. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Go.
And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
A short one taken at the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10. On play action, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. You know, Mike, I
I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to take this all the way home. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson.
34-yard line.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here comes the Eagles punt team as he's standing right around his own goal line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And the Eagles will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what,
and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, anytime you